Right, here we are again. I'll say again, it's a long time since we've been out and walked, but we're starting the West Highland way, this time with Alan. Yay! Sorry Graham, we're without you today, but we're going to enjoy it anyway. We've had a lot of rain on the way down and overnight, but the sun's actually come out to start, so we're not having such a bad start. We're just leaving Mulgai now, probably about 12 miles today. And we'll catch up in a couple of minutes, see how we get on when we get out of Mulgai. About a mile in now, been fairly flat so far in Mugdock Woods. Some of the little streams are quite flooded, so we might have a river crossing or two to go. It's going to be quite deep, but we'll see. We'll cross that bridge as we come to it, as they say. But a good start. We're just past, just over 4 miles gone, coming out of Garbutt Forest onto the first short road section. Bit of a dog leg, only about half a mile or so. But overnight, I flipped the camera around in a bit of a tree collapse. Somebody stopping people going by there. It must have been more stormy out here than in Glasgow, so it wasn't that bad last night. Plenty of rain there, some of the little streams are quite swollen. I've got my chainsaw out. Yeah. Just left the road again after only about 400 yards. Approaching the Campsie Fells, which with a bit of sunlight on them now looks brilliant. And we've still got about 8 miles to go. So far it's been a great flat walk, which is what you want to start off with. And we're enjoying every minute of it so far. Just hope the rain stays off for another 2 or 3 hours. Fingers crossed. Water levels are definitely high. River is in spate. Glad we got a bridge over this one. We're back on the old disused railway line now, and it's suddenly got a bit busy. It seems to be catching up to a lot of people who left before us. So we must be going a fair lick, Alan. We've done, well, I think, did that sign say 7 miles to go? 7 miles. So we've done just over 5 now, and I think we've got about 4 miles on this track. So progressing really good at the moment. Still no rain. Fingers crossed. So we're coming up to about halfway now, still on the railway line, and we've come to somewhere which we just don't feel like we can pass without calling in. It'd be rude not to, wouldn't it really? We're on the last stretch, the road stretch, about 2.7 miles to go, and that's the river that's in flood. That's what's hit Scotland the last couple of days, so thankfully our path's been fairly free of lots of water. We've had a few little floods, but nothing like that. Around the other side. So we've got about an hour to go, just under 3 miles before we get into Drimmen and look forward to a pint. So we're doing fair. I think we're ahead of our schedule actually. What time is it now? 1:15. So we're going to be finished for 2:30, which is pretty good going for 12.5 miles. The weather's been in our favour all day. So far so good. There's been a lot of cloud about. We haven't got wet yet though, which is a massive bonus considering the forecast was 80-90%, wasn't it? Yeah, something 90%. Like that, 90% chance of rain. So unless it gets us in the next hour, we've struck lucky. Probably get us payback time might be tomorrow though. See how far this is, this actual road. I think it's 2.7 miles, but it might be a long one. Or even shorter if we get hit by this car. Here we are approaching Drimmen on the final little bit. We'll have done just over 13 miles by the time we get there. It's a little bit windy now, but we've actually stayed dry all day, which is pretty amazing. The forecast was shocking for the day. It's shocking all week actually, but today we've been dead lucky because it's been a bit windy, cloudy and sunny, but no rain, which is probably perfect hiking weather.
Seeing the rain in the distance.
Yeah, you can see the rain bleaching across the mountains in the background, couldn't you?
Yeah.
And we were, yes, stay there please, stay there please. So we're just going to head for the Clachan Inn because we're still quite early. So, was it 20 past 2, so we've made good time this time. For the first day we've had a good peck on, good speed. So we think we've earned ourselves a pint or two. Yeah, before we hit the B&B. So all in all, great first day, not too difficult. Just warming into it nicely. Tomorrow's Conic Hill. That might be a bit of a lung buster, but we'll see what happens when we get to that tomorrow morning. Well, today's day one's gone pretty good.